Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back on another Fortnite video, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over the best settings to use here in Fortnite, and I did change up my settings just a little bit from last video, or I pretty much changed up just about everything, and I'm going to get into the full reasons on why I changed what I did, and why exactly I'm running the sensitivity and settings that I'm running. So if you guys are looking for some new settings, or just curious on the settings that I'm currently using, definitely do stay to the end of the video. And before we get into the video, up on the screen I have the V-Buck giveaway winner of this week. I appreciate all you guys who entered the giveaway, and if you guys didn't win this week, I'm going to be giving away some more V-Bucks next week. So if you guys want to enter that giveaway, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel, turn on my post notifications, and also leave a comment down below of your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. And you guys will be automatically entered into my next giveaway, which I'm giving away 2,000 V-Bucks. So if you guys want some free V-Bucks, make sure you guys do enter into the giveaway. And alright guys, let's go right to the video. Alright, so here in this video, I wanted to be going over the settings that I'm currently using and explain to you guys why I'm using the settings that I'm currently using. So first of all, I did end up switching back to Legacy, and the big reason for that is so you have the Winter Cup coming, I think comes out in like a day or very soon, so it's coming up very quickly. And when it comes to just being able to compete in that, Legacy is going to be your best bet, because as a controller player, hitting those long range shots with the assault rifle is going to be essential for getting a lot of picks, tags, and eliminations in the cup. So that's exactly a big reason in which I switched back to Legacy, but there was a few other reasons. So here we go into the first column of settings, and so my view distance on Epic. And if you guys have for those guys who do play on PC, if you guys feel like you're having frame drops, you can just move the view distance down to like a medium. It's fine. View distance, all it does is just how far things render in. So when things are very far, they kind of look like Minecraft things in the back, but if there's someone that distance, you can still see them. It doesn't affect how far you can see. It just affects how clear the buildings are from that range. So you can definitely turn it down to medium and won't have any issues. Textures, I have mine on high just because it looks better, and I can still play 240 FPS. But when I play in the Winter Royale, I'll definitely be moving that down to low because I need the most FPS I can get, and the games are going to be pretty hectic. So these are the current graphic settings that I have. VSync, of course, off. Motion blur off. Show FPS on. And for me, DirectX 11 is just a lot smoother for me. Some people have better experiences on 12, but I like 11 the best. I feel like it just works best on my graphics card, which I have an RTX 2070. I just feel like it runs a lot smoother on there. Of course, allow multi-threaded rendering. I have that on. So those are the settings I have for the first category. So if you guys don't play on PC, you're not going to be able to have these settings. But if you guys play on PC and maybe experience some frame drops, you can definitely do things like that. Could really boost your FPS. And here in the game settings, of course, sprint by default on. A lot of these are the same that I've had for the longest time. Auto open doors, 100% recommend having that on. I did a video on why it's very good. So definitely put auto open doors. Helps that a ton with editing. Will improve your editing speed. Tap, search, interact, of course, have that on. And then, off, on. A lot of these, most of you guys already have it the way it is, so it's not really anything new. So these are just some extra settings in my game. I just wanted to put every setting that I have in this video, but a lot of you guys do have the correct settings when it comes to here. And the extra game options, if you guys play on PC, you have the NVIDIA highlights, all that kind of stuff. Replays, I have off. It's really good for helping FPS when it comes to especially if you need like an FPS boost. Turning off replays is a very good way to do so, because having it on and recording the replays will hurt FPS just a little bit. It's not going to be like a make or break, but if you guys are experiencing some trouble with FPS, console, whatever you guys play on, turning off replays can definitely be a good way to improve that. And then for my HUD skill, I have it on 80%, and I feel like 80% is kind of a good media area, because you don't have it too high because it makes it harder to see around you, but you don't have it too low because you want to be able to see your weapon. So I have about 80%, and that's just what I have. So going into my control options, with pretty much a lot of you guys are really looking for. So auto run on, build immediately on, edit timer on the lowest, vibration. I think vibration off is a very good way to improve your accuracy. I think that's a very good. I remember the first time I took it off, it felt very weird, but after getting used to it for a little bit, I think it's a very good idea and a very good option. So I'd recommend having it off. So now I do have on Legacy settings. With linear, I feel like they made some sort of nerf to it. I don't really know if that's for sure, but it did feel nerfed, and that was kind of like a big reason on which I switched back to Legacy. So for that reason, and on top of that, for the winner royale coming up, I want to be able to just spam LT with my assault rifle on as many people as possible, get as many eliminations as possible in the end of the game, because that's going to allow me to get a better placement and also get a lot more points in that end game. So that's another reason I switched to Legacy. So on Legacy, highly recommend having edit mode aim assist on, because it's just so much easier to do so, because on Legacy versus linear, the movement feels so different. So having it on really does help me out for me personally when it comes to making better edits. So controller X, controller Y. Controller X is a 77% and controller Y is a 69%. So what that is when you press up, and this is exactly what it's like for linear. So what my X and Y for Legacy is a 56% on linear. And the reason why I have my Y sensitivity so low, because if you guys don't know, when you have a Legacy setting, your Y sensitivity is automatically much higher than your X, and I really wanted it consistent, so that's why I have it the way I have it. So for instance, if you have like a 7/7 Legacy sensitivity, it's more like you have like a 7 and an 8, because the Y sensitivity is already higher. So me having a way lower Y sensitivity, it basically makes the sensitivity very, very even, because when coming from linear where everything's very consistent, I want it to be as consistent as possible, so I wouldn't have to spend like 3 weeks getting used to the muscle memory. So that's why I run a 77 and 69. Now this is kind of like on a little bit of the higher end. You can definitely run a little bit lower if you wanted to, but I feel like this is a good sensitivity for me because I play on high FPS, so it's really easy to control. So going into my targeting sensitivity, I have it on 30%. I would recommend anything from like 25 to like 40%. Whatever feels comfortable, that's how I would run. Controller scope, I don't really snipe at all, so you can have it on whatever. Controller building sensitivity, I have it on a 1.9. Anything from like a 1.9 to like a 2.1 I think is very, very good. So that's what I have for my controller building sensitivity, because you don't want it way too high because then it's just hard to control, but you don't want it too low because then you're not going to be able to build around you if you are getting shot in the back. So that's why I have it on 1.9. Edit mode aim assist is very, very effective, at least for me, and I'm just here showcasing you exactly why I think it's very good, because it just allows me to make very clean edits, especially those top 3 edits, super easy to do, and a lot of the other edits, it's just much cleaner and it just feels a lot easier and more effective to do. And if you guys didn't know, I do have on a 3x, I think it was a little bit over 3x controller editing sensitivity, because when you're having edit mode aim assist, it greatly slows down when you're editing. So me having like a 3 point whatever editing sensitivity, it's not the same as having that on linear or any other setting. It'll be way too hard to control on those settings, but for Legacy, it's not hard to control at all. As you can see, I can make very small and easy movements, no problem, even on a crazy high editing sensitivity. So like I said, unless you have edit mode aim assist on, you definitely do not want to be playing on this high of an edit mode sensitivity. So if you guys are not playing on it, I would say you could probably play on like a 2, maybe like a 2.2, 2.3 at the tops, just to give you guys a little bit of a boost when it comes to editing. But if you do have edit mode aim assist on, just jack it up. Yeah, it's at a 3 point something. I moved it up a little bit yesterday. I was like trying it out, but around 3 is where I'm probably going to be around, because I just find it very easy to do so, and a lot of edits feel a lot smoother, a lot cleaner on that sensitivity. So with my dead zone, I have it at 12% on my left stick. On my right stick, I have a 15%. I used to rock 15-15, but I wanted to lower my dead zone for my left stick because I felt like I get more control doing so. That's why I end up lowering it to about a 12%. I still don't have any stick drift, so that's a positive. So here in my audio setting, this is just like normal settings. I did a full keybind video. And here in my controller setting, I haven't changed anything in my controller settings in the longest time. But if you guys haven't really seen my controller settings before, if you guys are curious if I did change anything, I absolutely didn't, because I did try a few other things here and there, but I really wasn't a fan of it. It's just I didn't feel like, going through and relearning the muscle memory. It didn't feel as quick, so I'm pretty much just playing on the normal controller settings I've been playing on for so many seasons. So here is just everything that I've had. And if you guys want to know exactly what I have everything binded to as far as my paddles, definitely check out my Elite controller settings video. I explain everything in that video, so definitely check that video out if you're curious, like what paddles I use for what, and just how everything works with my controller and the settings that I have. But these are the same settings I've been using for the longest time. So I hope you guys found this video informative. Hope you guys benefited from this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys do drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, turn on my post notifications so you guys are notified for every single new video, and alright guys, I'll see you next video.